We think ourselves, if we are not having any illness, we think that we are a very good healthy person. No. But according to World Health Organization, WHO, the definition says there are three dimensions. One is the physical dimension, another one is mental faculty, that is very, very important. And the third one is social domain. And you all people voluntarily take a social domain as you are well established. But in order to sustain that, in the day we are living in the computer era, a lot of stress and strain is unavoidable, isn't it? We are supposed to face the critical situations. Why? Because we have to grow up in the competitive world. In that situation, how we overcome or how we adjust with the stress and strain that day-to-day life giving to us. That is a simple thing, simple practice. The 5,000 years before, our ancestors, the rishis, the munis, have practiced and established the well-acquainted system called yoga, which could develop all these three dimensions: physical dimension, mental dimension, and as well as the social dimension. Social dimension is nothing but the society oriented. Once the main aim of yoga is destroying egoism. Once you destroy the egoism, you will have the very good social rapport with your neighbors, your friends, your family members, your relatives, your area people, your community, your society, your town, your district, your state, your nation, and our world. So, to have that concept, the yogic practices, this is the symbol that the International Day of Yoga, the importance, just a few lines. When we trace the history, how the International Day of Yoga has been established, in the year 2014, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has presented the resolution, the June 21st to be celebrated as the International Day of Yoga. That resolution was presented in the United Nations Assembly at USC. You all might be very much aware that there are about 193 member states in the United Nations Assembly. Out of 193 member states, 177 member states co-sponsored the Indian resolution unanimously. It is in the history of United Nations Assembly, such a huge number of nations supporting a particular resolution is the first and last till now. Why I am emphasizing that? The Western countries, the Eastern countries, European countries, the Gulf countries, all the nations, in the global nations, has accepted or supported that resolution. Co-sponsored, they have co-sponsored the Indian resolution presented in the United Nations Assembly. That itself shows the importance, the scientific validation assessed by the international global community is concerned. Earlier, there are a lot of misconceptions about yoga. It is meant for selected few communities, or selected few people alone, or it's meant for men alone. No. Breaking all the barriers. Whoever is in need of health and fitness, the human beings, It is common for all human beings. Everyone wants to lead a happy life and long life. Am I correct? Everyone wants to lead a long life and happy life, isn't it? The yoga will provide us the happiest life and healthy life and a prolonged life. The lifespan will be increased. I can quote the scientific evidences. Right, next slide, please. Yeah. For that, what we have to, our ancestors, our rishis, that is Patanjali, you might have heard. He is called the father of yoga. He has enumerated these 8 stages: yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. These are the 8 stages to be practiced. What is the real meaning? All these are Sanskrit terminology. In that, your left column, Sanskrit asana, pranayama, and then right side, the literal meaning of, just I am going little fast. Yama means nothing but the abstinences, that is restrictions, the barriers, otherwise called social discipline, or otherwise called the character of the individual. The individual's social discipline. Some of the 5 qualities we should be avoid from that. I will show it in the, what are the 5 qualities in the next slide. And then niyama is nothing but personal discipline. Yama is social discipline. Niyama is personal discipline. That is code of conduct. These 5 qualities must be practiced. We will look into it. And then the third one and fourth one is a very, very important practical aspect is concerned. Asana means posture, behavior. That is, with the help of the physical body, we are going to unite the body and mind and soul. The yogic concept is unifying the body, mind and soul. How you can unite? Once you practice the asanas, pranayama, and particularly the meditation techniques, the 7th one. These are the practically we have to follow the sessions in our day-to-day life. Let us see what are there for day-to-day. And then pranayama is nothing but breath control, breathing exercise. Many of you might be the science students, and everyone must be aware of the breathing process. For mind and breathing, there is an interlink is there. If mind is disturbed, immediately the breathing process will be affected. Am I correct? You are sitting quite idle. You listen or you have seen, you have received some unpleasant message through via mobile phone. What happened in your physical condition? Immediately what happened? Your body will be shivering, your breathing rate will be raised. When normally, when the breathing rate will raise, when you do some sort of physical activity, that time only it will be raised, isn't it? But sitting quite idle, you are comfortable, you are so happy, just a fraction of seconds before, just you saw the message without doing any activity, just you read the message, the mind is affected. Immediately the mind is disturbed, your total system, the physiological system will be disturbed. That is the science. Similarly, vice versa. If you are having illness, can you receive a call from your friend? Yesterday you talked with them, very nice manner. Today night you got some injury or some unpleasant illness in your body. Tomorrow morning he or she is calling, will you represent your conversation like yesterday? Definitely you can't, because your physical body is in a stressed condition, some normal, not in a normal conditions. So automatically, when the physical body is disturbed, mind will be, you will answer for your friend, but not that much enthusiastically on yesterday. Isn't it? These are all practical experience I am sharing with you. Everyone might have come across all such experiences day to day life. Okay, that's why I am telling how we should overcome scientifically. When you come across the final slide, you will come to the conclusion that we can, that confidence you can be. And then, so the pranayama is very important. And pratyahara is sense withdrawal. We have 5 senses. We should not go behind the sense. All senses should be under our control. How we can control? We can, but we should do all these activities. And then dharana means concentration for a few seconds, 12 seconds. Dhyana, we prolong the concentration level, focusing your mind in a particular object or concept. And then samadhi, still beyond. Dharana, 12 seconds. Dhyana, 2.5 minutes and above. And then samadhi state, more than 2 hours, 2.5 hours. If you are able to focus your mind in a particular object or particular concept without disturbing the external thoughts or external environmental disturbance. You are free from external disturbances, means that is said to be these 3 is dharana, dhyana and samadhi. These 3 is mainly focused on mind, mental activity. Okay, this is a brief outline of yoga. Right, this is yama. I told that the last column, killing, falsehood, theft, incontinence, greediness. These are all the bad qualities. That is, these you should avoid all these things. What you should do? Avoid violence, avoid lies, avoid greed, avoid lust, avoid adding possessions. These are the qualities to be keep away from the individuals. Next slide. This is niyama, the do's. What are these? Cleanliness, contentment, austerity, study, absolute surrender. Cleanliness, not merely the physical body cleanliness or cloth cleanliness. No. It's purely the mind. Your thoughts should be pure. First thing, you should have the pure thoughts. Once you have the pure thoughts, your words will be pure. Once your thoughts and words are pure, your actions will be pure. Especially for the NSS volunteers who are having the social activities wanted to do. It's very, very essential for this concept. Good thoughts, good words, good action comes. When these 3 is in a sequence way, synchronized way, automatically the output will be the desired output you will realize, isn't it? You will get the real output, what you expect. Once you got the real output, what you expected, the happiness will in your mind. So always people are saying that don't go and search elsewhere the happiness. The happiness is within us. It is always, everybody is having plenty of happiness. So you get into yourself and search it and enjoy it. For that, when you practice these techniques in a systematic way, automatically, scientifically, your body and mind will be synchronized automatically. Next slide. Okay, what is the difference between the ordinary exercise and physical exercise? Yogic practices. I think morning you might have experienced. The four concept is very essential when you are doing any kind of yogic practices. First, you should do it very slowly down. There comes the coordination. There comes the coordination of body, mind, the unification. How the body unites the mind. This is more scientific. I think every one of you might have learned the cycling. I think all of you can ride bicycle. Anybody can learn without fall down?
No, sir.
The answer will be no. Second, you might have fallen down. Not only one time, many times. Might have got injury itself. Isn't it? Why? After that, now you can, without touching the handbar, you can go very fast. Isn't it? Without touching handbar, you can ride for some extent. How it occurs, how it happens. The physics principle, physics people might be aware of that. Why we fell down? Because of the equilibrium is not maintained. What is the equilibrium? The center of gravity should fall within the base. Isn't it? Here, my center of gravity is navel region. If I am having feet apart, it is within the limit. I am shifting my center of gravity. I am in that. Isn't it?
Yes,
The same thing when you are happening in the bicycle riding. Okay. Then how you learn? Within few days or within a week, your body and mind coordinated each other. The body weight is shifted. Isn't it? When you are shifting your body weight and keep the center of gravity within the base, that is within the 2 inches. When you are going on the curve, even nowadays, when you are sitting back in the bike or scooter, someone is driving, your body will also move according to the curve. How it happened? That is the thing. The body and mind coordination is nothing but, scientifically speaking, the neuromuscular coordination, the physiology and anatomy. Nervous system and the muscular system coordinated each other and make the necessary movements in the body, shifting the body weight and keep always the center of gravity within the base. There you are not falling down. This is the same principle is adopted when you are practicing asanas and pranayama. When you are doing it without knowing your knowledge, it will be inbuilt. How you learn swimming? All these are the practical examples for that. Like that, when you do asanas and pranayama, the inner body and mind connection, that is unification, is the bondage will be very strongly affiliated. That is the secret of yogic practices. That is slow, relaxed, rhythmic, and with awareness. You should focus your mind what you are doing. I am raising my arms, I am looking there, but my internal, everyone is having third eye, that is center of the forehead. You are raising, I am focusing my thought, what I am doing. I am raising my arm, I am raising my left arm, now I am raising my right arm. That concentration should be here. That should be insisted when you are doing practice. Practical class, you might have the process might have emphasized. Okay. That is the slow, relaxed, rhythmic, and awareness. How the sequence of practice? First, you do asanas. Make all joints, all nervous system, muscular system, skeletal system should be supple nature. Make it flexible. And then once you make the body in a flexible state, go for pranayama. For what pranayama? Breathing exercise. What is the necessity of breathing? Why do we breathe? To get oxygen. Okay. Can you live without the food? How many days or how many hours you can live without food?
3 weeks or 1 month.
About 2 days. Okay, very good. Okay, without water? Sorry, taking water. Please take it.
Sir, minimum 1 day.
Similarly, you can take even 1 day also. Okay, right. Without breathing, how many days you can live?
Sir, not even a second.
Okay, how many hours? How many minutes? Shall I come to minutes?
Okay, sir.
Seconds? Okay, how many seconds? Don't ask anybody. You ask your IQ. How much it is? You
40,
want
sir, 25 seconds.
40?
40. 25.
How many? How much? How many of them are 40 seconds? I can live without breathing. 1 minute, 60 seconds. Raise up your hands. Oh, fine, very good. Yeah, no problem, yeah. I'm not going to do it. Okay. 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds. Just 90 seconds only. Yes. Yes, there comes the importance of, you just realize the importance of. I have conducted a study on players. For my surprise, some of the players, college level, not even 25 seconds they were not able to hold it because of their habits. They are good players, but when we asked them to hold the breath, they were not able to hold the breath for more than 25 seconds. That was the status of the youngsters. So these are all simple tests. You can test yourself. Just to hold your breath. Don't ask others to hold it. Hold it and check it your mobile. It's a kind of test. You can note it down. Today I am checking this much time. Do some practice and again you check it. This will also improve your the vital capacity, improve your energy level. These are all simple tests, but it will give a lot of confidence to you. Okay, right. Pranayama, energize the pranayama. Through pranayama, you can energize your body, and then you have your body is supple, your body is energized. Now you go for meditation. Now you sit for meditation. Your mind will be quite calm for hours, or at least few minutes. Okay. Okay. These are all some of the asana practices you will have experienced, and what I want to emphasize scientific nature. You just focus on all the asanas are focusing on the spinal column. Spinal column. What is the role of the spinal column? Spinal column can be. What are the possible movements of the spinal column? What are the possible movements? Forward bending, backward bending, lateral bending, left to right, and then twisting also. Isn't it? Okay. What is the spinal column is there? Vertebral column. Inside the vertebral column, what runs through? Spinal cord. Have you heard about it? What is the role of spinal cord? Spinal cord is the mediator to receive the message, impulses from through nervous system, bring it to the brain, and get back the orders from the brain, and it will circulate to the informations or signals to the various parts of the body. Isn't it? That is central nervous system. So, when you are doing asanas and pranayama and meditation, you are activating the central nervous system. Ultimately, the autonomic nervous system. What is autonomic nervous system? There are two divisions, sympathetic and parasympathetic. And there is a current, then only the light will be on and the fan will be rotating, the slides will be operation, the mic will be operation. Like that. You have energy. The energy should be passed on to the proper places to be utilized according to the signals received from the brain. So activating this central nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. I will show you. That's why asana first two vertical column is straight. The third one forward bending. The fourth one backward bending. And the fifth and sixth spinal twisting. Seventh one, sixth, seventh backward bending with the prone lying position. And then eighth one is forward bending in supine lying position. And then counter movement for eighth is Dhanurasana. So all possible movements.
Next.
These are all inverted postures. Another inverted posture. The last one, the 14th one, 13th side lateral. The 14th one, forward bending and lateral twisting. Okay, in standing position. Okay, these are all asanas. You will get experience with our faculty members. They will teach you. Next slide. Right. Now we are coming to the pranayama. What is pranayama? Pranayama means prana plus ayama. Prana means vital force. Ayama means to elongate, to hold it. Breathe in, holding, exhale. There are three processes. Next slide. Just watch this slide. What do you understand? It is self-explanatory. This is scientific data validations. What do you understand?
Breathing.
What do you come to the conclusion? It's simple. The first column, living species. The second column, breathing rate. What is breathing rate? Breathing rate is nothing but the inhalation and exhalation is count one. How many times that living species is inhale and exhale in 1 minute? That is the breathing rate. This is lifespan. That is lifespan in the years. Living. So from this, what we come across, when the living species which are having less number of breathing, their lifespan is higher. The living species which are having more number of breathing, the lifespan is down. So the breathing rate and the lifespan is inversely proportional to each other scientifically. So that is the secret our ancestors identified, and they went for the pranayama practice. Right. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. Normally, the middle portion. This is tidal volume. How much? 500 ml. Normal, quite strictly idle place. How much we are inhaling? 500 ml. When you are forcefully inhale, how much? 3000 ml. Okay. And I am forcefully exhaling. Compression and exhale. How much? 1100 ml. Now, in pranayama practice, what we have to do? Deep exhalation, and then go for deep inhalation. I exhale and then inhale. Now, how much I can inhale? 1100 plus 500 plus 3000. Totally 4600 ml. That is the maximum vital capacity. See, during the practice of pranayama, the individuals are maximum exhalation and then maximum inhalation. During that process, you are able to inhale normally 500 ml. And then during pranayama practice, you are inhaling 4,600 ml. Just imagine, this is a kind of practice we are doing, pranayama practice. Once you can inhale maximum, the lungs will be expanded, the chest cavity is expanded, the diaphragm is contracted. All the respiratory mechanism involved organs will be emphasized, exercised internally. And then when you do for 15 to 20 minutes pranayama practice like that, automatically during the normal course of time, your inhalation, that is tidal volume, will be increased 15 to 25%. 15 to 25% increase. That is around 550 to 650 ml you can inhale. So automatically the breathing rate will be come down. This is the not secret. This is the scientific. We are doing exercise and we have magnified the efficiency of the internal organs has been enhanced by means of pranayama practice. Automatically your breathing rate will be reduced. And moreover, another example I am telling. Next slide. Right. How do you practice pranayama? This is the way, methodology. Inhalation, holding and exhalation. Inhale and hold it and exhale. These three processes. Puraka, Kumbhaka, Rechaka. This is Sanskrit terminology. Initial stage, just inhale and exhale, that's all. No Kumbhaka. Don't hold it. And 1 week of practice, and slowly introduce Kumbhaka and slowly increase the exhalation phase. 1:1:2. After 2 months of practice, again increase the Kumbhaka phase. 1:2:2. You master it. 3 months, 4 months, you have experienced very good in yoga practice. Particularly, you are mastering pranayama. During that time, what is your breathing ratio? 1:4:2. Just imagine, inhalation, how much time you are taking? 5 seconds. Okay? Within 5 seconds, I am inhaling. How much time? 4 times. 4 into 5, 20 seconds I am holding the air in the lungs. And 2 times exhalation process. 2 into 5, 10 seconds. Now you add all these things. 5 plus 20, 25, 25 plus 10,
35.
35. How much time you are taking for single breath? 35 seconds. What is the breathing rate when you are doing the advanced stage of pranayama practice?
3 to 4.
Breathing rate will be
2.
approximately 2. Every human being, we are having potential that God has given as such enormous capacity to the respiratory system and all affiliated circulatory systems are concerned. But it is up to us to practice it. We should maximize the capacity. When you inhale more air, more amount of oxygen will be mixed with the blood and it will be supplied to the various parts of the body. Oxygen supply will be higher. Okay? Right. When you are doing pranayama practice, you should understand some of the technical. Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi and Sushumna Nadi. What is Nadi in Sanskrit? Nadi means channel, a passage. Okay? How many channels are there? Any science students? Not only science students, anybody. How many channels are there in our body? Scientifically. Okay, I will come. It's not to test your knowledge or it's not a question answer session, just for information sharing. There are about 72 thousands of nadis in our body. 72 thousands of channels are there. Out of 72,000, these three nadis, Ida nadi. Ida nadi is nothing but the passage, left nostril passage. This passage is called the Ida nadi. Pingala nadi is right nostril passage. Why I am telling, it has very good scientific evidence. And then Sushumna nadi. It is the nadi which runs through the spinal column. I already told why we are emphasizing spinal column. That has the more signs. This is Ida nadi. This is Pingala nadi. It intersects from the base of the spinal column to the crown of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 7 points, in 7 places, the Ida nadi and the Pingala nadi is intersecting. In olden science, our ancient science says that these are all chakras. But the modern science, the allopathy medicine says these intersection points are nothing but the ductless glands points. Nalamilla spirapical, Tamil we call it as ductless glands. That is endocrine glands points. Okay, next slide. Another important inducing the nadi or channels. These are all the three bandhas. Bandha means in Sanskrit locking, interlock. Artificially, we should lock the system. When you are inhaling, you will be exposed. The Sir Professor Ramesh will expose you and you might have experienced. See, just tell him, inhale, chin lock while holding the air, chin lock and partially contracting your lower abdomen, and finally you are squeezing your anus muscle, the sphincter muscle. What is the secret of squeezing anus muscle? Every human being is having enormous energy in the base of the spinal column. The base of the spinal column, we have the lot of energy which is coiled in the form. When you are squeezing your anus muscle, it will be liberated through spinal column and it passes on to the various parts of the body. That is Kundalini Yoga. Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir.
Kundalini Sakti, Kundalini Yoga. That needs lot of concentrated practice is needed. And you switching over the meditation techniques. What happens when you are doing pranayama? Next slide. How to practice the meditation techniques? Just I am telling, and last I will finish with this meditation technique. Just pronouncing the letter, 2 letters only, O and Im. When you are producing the Omkar mantra. How you are pronouncing? When you are let out the air through mouth, then only you can produce the sound O. When you are producing the sound O, during that time, the spinal column is vibrating. You are giving gentle massage to the spinal cord. When you are pronouncing the word O, it's scientifically, you are vibrating your spinal column. Just imagine, you have done asanas, you have completed pranayama, your body is totally, fully vibrated state. During that stage, quite comfortable in sitting position from meditation pose, you are meditating. During that time, keeping the spinal column erect. During that time, when you pronounce the word gently, O sound, you are vibrating the internal spinal cord gently. You are giving massage technique. It's a kind of massage technique. We cannot go get into and put massage. Said it. It's a kind of pronunciation technique. It's a more scientific validation. And then Im sound. How you can make Im sound? Close your lips. Allow the air through nose. Your head region will be vibrating, isn't it? Yes. What is happening in the head region? There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves. I am coming to the scientific. So this is the technique. Don't think that it is a kind of mantra or anything else. It's purely keep away the word, that scientific validation you explore it. When you are vibrating, making the sound, you are physically, internally, you are giving a kind of training to the brain and the spinal cord. It's a kind of training. That's all. Next. Yeah, I have shown that this is chakras, this is intersection point. Ancient science says that chakras, modern science said pineal gland, pituitary, thyroid, thymus, adrenal, gonads, prostate and fallopian. That's nothing but 6 glands. Next slide please. Yes, I am coming to that. This is Ida Nadi. The air passes through the Ida Nadi, will produce coolness. This is called Chandra Nadi, we call it as. Chandran. Chandran is moon breath. What is the moon nature? Moon nature is giving coolness. And then right nostril, the air which passes through the right nostril will produce warmness to the body. Simultaneously, he was inhaling. The air which passes through the left nostril produces coolness. The right nostril air will produce warmness. Totally your body temperature, the core temperature. What is the core temperature?
33.
What is the human body's core temperature? 98.6
Fahrenheit. 6.
Yes, 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Earlier it was 98.4 degree. Now due to the global warming up, the human being's core temperature is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. To maintain that, this nostril passage. Sometimes the right nostril will be more air will go. Sometimes the left nostril air will be more. Have you experienced? Sometimes one nostril will be completely blocked. Isn't it? It's all because of the autonomic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system will block it. Suppose your right nostril is blocked, your body is too warm, you are in need of coolness. That's why the left nostril is allowing more air to the body. Suppose the left nostril is completely blocked during winter season, your body is in need of internal warmness. That's why your body, the autonomic nervous system, block the left nostril and allow the total air through right nostril. You cannot control. It's all automatically decided by the brain and the internal secretion of hormones. Secretion of hormones. But due to the behavioral and due to the food habits, due to the environment, there is a disturbance in the system. That's why we are facing so much of psychosomatic disorders. In order to overcome that, when you do all these practices, all the abstractions, due to the environment, due to the food habits, due to the personal habits, if your system is something went wrong, it will be channelized. Next slide. Next. Another clip. Get it. This is spinal column I want to make it. How many sectors are there? 5 sectors. Cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral and coccyx. 5 sectors. Listen, this is 1 to 3 sectors. Middle thoracic. Next. How the individual nerves, this is spinal cord. Each vertebrae, there is a nerve, a pair of nerves which originated from the spinal cord and it will pass on to left and right. 31 pairs are there, like that. 31 pairs of nerves is peripheral nerves, central nervous system. That brings a message to the various parts of the body. Okay? Right. Next. Right. I am coming to the final slide. Right nostril, I told that right nostril, the air passes through the right nostril, produce what? Warmness. How it produce warmness? It is because of the right nostril will activate the sympathetic division. In autonomic nervous system, there are two divisions. One is sympathetic and another one is parasympathetic. The sympathetic division, where it is located? In the middle of the spinal column, T1 to L2. Thoracic region 12, lumbar region L1, L2. Totally 14 pairs of nerves which is located in the middle of the spinal column, that is responsible for all your organs raising. All organs raise their functions. It is only because of these 14 nerves. Next slide. Right. On the other hand, left nostril is linked with the parasympathetic division. Parasympathetic division, where it is located, 8 pairs. This is 5 pairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cranial nerves. Within the brain itself, there are 12 pairs of nerves are there. 12 pairs. Out of 12, these 5 are cranial nerves and plus S2, S3, S4, sacral region, base of the spinal column. These 8 nerves will bring down. What are the organs raised? These 8 nerves will bring down. Next. Yes. This is sympathetic, middle of the spinal column, which have organs. All organs it is linked. This is spinal. Parasympathetic, this will also have link. All organs can be controlled through nostril passage. Now you understand?
Yes, sir.
What is that? All these pictures have been taken from the MBBS textbook, Anatomy and Physiology. MBBS textbook, we have taken that, all slides. Once you have the alternate nostril breathing, through nostril breathing, you can control over all the systems in the body. This is the secret of asana, pranayama, meditation. Now, simple technique, I will just show that. Take a deep breath, do it in your practice session. Now, sir will give you enough time. Just understand what happens. Okay, what you have experienced? Really, when you do it in a comfortable posture and a comfortable dress code, when you do this, it's a very simple technique, but it has enormous benefits within the body and mind. Next slide. Yes, when you do all this, yasana, pranayama, meditation, homeostasis in the body. Homeostasis is samanilai, the balancing. The balancing, how you are cycle riding, how you are balancing equilibrium status. Similarly, when you do physical asanas, pranayama, meditation, you are balancing in 3 stages. One is body temperature is neutralized, body temperature, body fluid level is balanced, and body glucose level. These 3 levels will be maintained. Last slide. This is the philosophy I want to share with you, being a social activist. Life laughs at you when you are unhappy. Life smiles at you when you are happy. But life salutes you when you make others happy. You are all doing the social services, you are all making others to be happy. Definitely you are gifted child. and gifted students to the nation is concerned. Thank you all. Your patience is